Y'all getting this? Better, is this a spider on my wall? It better freaking work. Good swivel. It's me!
Oh my gosh!
Hello. Here is my current stopping point. Hi y'all, it's Raven. It's been like maybe a month since the last video I posted about this here glam room makeover, and I do unfortunately have to say that very little, if any, progress has been made and the room is still in shambles. But today, this week, that changes. I have a few things that I wanna get in place. And I really wanna get this room like more up to at least like 90% finished level. If y'all have not seen parts 1 and parts 2, definitely go check out those 2 videos. Mr. Tiger Rug is staying. I don't care. A lot of y'all hate him. I don't see what the hate is about. I love him. I think he's fabulous. And now that he's been in here for a while and I've been living with him, I love him. He's staying. And we're gonna make everything else go with him. I have this mess over here because I still haven't done my gallery wall. Really need to figure that out. And the table that we installed is definitely not structurally sound. It is bowing and it has bowed more over time. I don't know if y'all can tell that it's like dipping down a little bit in the middle, which is not good, but I have a solution. I think I just need to like try it. I've also experimented with filming a couple of different types of content in here, and so far so good. I brought this pampas grass thing in from my entryway because I needed something like back there. This basket is honestly just hiding a stain on the carpet. I do still want to eventually switch out the flooring, but I just don't feel like dealing with that right now. So for now, we're just hiding the stains with rug and basket and whatnot, but you know, I'll fix that eventually. I returned that pink chair that I got because it was just not right. It was too low, it was too squishy, it was too much pink on pink with the pink rug and the pink chair. And I ordered a black, similar style, but a little bit different, and it's black. And I think that'll go nicely with the tiger rug. I've still just been using this little stool in the meantime. I also have lights to install on the wall. I have another light to go above the mirror that's on the way. But first things first, I really need to try and reinforce this tabletop before it like splits in half or breaks or something. So I just need to like take everything off of here, I guess. I've still been using this room to do my makeup and stuff while it's been under construction, and I do like the configuration of like getting the natural light from the window directly on my face. That's been really nice. And having this like bigger table area to spread out on. But I do need to put new curtains up there because it is still just like busted wide open to my neighborhood, and that's kind of awkward, so I do need to hurry up and get curtains. Hey. I just want to say that this DJI Osmo camera is quite durable because I've been traveling with it a lot. Check out my travel vlogs if you haven't seen them. And I've been dropping it a lot. And it's been holding up real well. So if you guys have been thinking about getting one of these, I can tell you the durability is pretty good. What I'm gonna do is measure this length. Some things are hard to do by yourself, but you just have to do it because you're an independent woman. 74 inches. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this big old 2x4. I'm gonna cut it to be 74 inches. So like that, and I just mark it with my pencil. I'm gonna use my handy dandy saw. Y'all getting this? Nice clean cut, thank you. And the idea is, which I got this from an amalgamation of comments from you guys, but the idea is put this about right here as like a stabilizer. Something like that. I gotta screw it in. This is gonna be hard to do by myself. Sam's not here today, and I'm just determined to get it done. I'm just antsy. Okay, now I want y'all to look at this. This is called Ingenuity. My little adjustable stool, some books, my wood. Oops. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get it under there, kind of about where I want it. I want it kind of far back so it's not like visible from the front too much. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise up the stool all the way so it's really pushing up and flattening it out and holding it like pretty tight in place. The good thing is you can't see it from like a normal perspective. You have to really kind of be looking under there. And then even still, it kind of blends in with the actual wood of the wood look of the actual tabletop. So it's not too much of an eyesore. I'm still gonna leave the original brackets because that's helping. More reinforcement is always better. So now I just need to figure out how to attach this like from each side. I mean, I'm just gonna like screw it in like that. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm drilling a pilot hole through this wall into the 2x4, and then I'm screwing these long heavy duty screws, you know, like that to hold the 2x4 in place. So far so good. I've got one on each side, so it's like stabilized, but the placement of this next one is a little tricky because I got this thing like right in the way. I have to do it just like here, I guess, because it definitely needs at least 2 screws. So first, drill the hole, put the screw in. Takes a bit of brute force, but I got it in there and it feels secure. I'm sweating so bad because I really had to drive those, even with the impact driver. It took a lot of force to get the screws how I wanted them. But they're in there, super secure. Pull this out now, and this is like very sturdy. It definitely lifted up the bowing that was happening here, and I think like it's definitely helping. Like that made a big difference structurally. Okay, this ain't going nowhere. This is not gonna bend or bow. I call that a success. Yup, nice and flat. All right, next up, I've got these wall sconces. They are rechargeable, no wiring needed. Oh, why is it on? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's touch sensor. Cool, okay. Some assembly required. Put them up on the wall up here. Short piece, clear piece, long piece. Screws together. Different ways that you can hang it. If you wanted to do it horizontal, you could. I'm gonna do mine vertical on either side of the window. Came with mounting hardware and charging cords. And there's 2 of them, so I'm gonna put together the other one. Mounting hack, tape. Mark the holes. Transfer to the wall.
Okay, there's one. I think that looks pretty decent. Doop, 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 doop. 3 levels of light. Not doing much as far as lighting up the room, but it's not for that purpose. I have this big window, you know, and a actual overhead light and whatnot for that. This is just for cuteness, accessorizing factor. So not really too worried about that. Probably will hardly ever turn these on if I'm being honest. They're more of wall art than anything else. Okay, perfect timing. This just came in from Amazon. It is a picture light, same sort of rechargeable LED wireless situation, because I don't want any ugly wires or cords hanging down, and I also am not about to do no electrical work. I wasn't super sure about this, but I thought it was worth a shot. I think it looks pretty decent. The brass isn't as nice as these other ones that I got from the specialty light store, House Lights or whatever it was called. You can kind of tell that this one's more just like Amazon quality, but I was gonna put it up here above the mirror, and like when it's way up there, it'll probably be fine. But you can kind of see, like, I felt like it kind of went with the same vibe with the gold and the cylindrical shape. It did not come pre-charged, which is annoying. It's like adjustable. It just kind of felt like it needed something up here. Again, it's probably not gonna provide very much light. I was thinking like, oh, but it'll shine down on me when I'm looking in the mirror and give me better lighting. Probably not, but let's see. It came with mounting stuff and a cord. This mounting thing is smart because it came with a plate that you put on the wall first, and then you just slide this on, so you don't really have to even do any tape trick or anything. It's kind of like a built-in tape trick. Why don't they make everything like this? I'm gonna go ahead and zoom. We're gonna go ahead and lift. We're gonna go ahead and zoom again. Like so, like that. I'm fixing to eyeball this. I ain't got the time or the patience. How's that look? That's pretty good if you ask me. For eyeballing. It's actually perfect because there's an outlet right here, and I usually keep an iPhone charger for my phone, and it's a USB-C port for all of these rechargeable lights, so it'll be pretty convenient for me to just recharge them. I'm gonna charge this up so I can see how bright that light even is. And this one actually came with a remote, which is good because then I don't always have to reach up there to press the button to turn it on. So I like that. So far, this is getting a good review for me. Okay, it's later. It's like dark outside now, no sunlight. I just have the overhead light on. Let's put this back. Like so, like that. And then we can use the remote, oh, to turn it on. Oh, that's like a decent amount of light. It's a little bit of extra something to illuminate the fit or the content. Razzle dazzle, you know, little razzle dazzle. I wish these had a remote too, but they didn't come with one. But it's whatever, I can reach the button like pretty comfortably. So with it being dark outside, that's what those look like on their brightest setting. And then that's what that one looks like. I think it's like a pretty comparable, ow! They're pretty equal in the amount of light that they give off. And then like, just to show you, if I turn the light off in here, Bougie, what? What? You like my new lights?
I didn't know you were installing the lights.
Do you think it's cool or what?
Yeah.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what it looks like with only these on. Overhead light is off. So I mean, it's kind of a vibe. It's kind of moody. Like if I was in here at night, I might just put these on instead of the big light. You know, I know a lot of people don't like the big light because it's not, I don't know, as comfortable. And then like low key, I can see decently well to even like get ready just with this, but of course I could just turn my vanity on. And now I'm like perfectly illuminated to get glam in the evening. Cute. Or filming late night content or whatever. This is good. Okay, it's a very similar style as the other one. So the question is it gonna be way too squishy like the other one was, resulting in me sitting too low for my table height? Let's do the sit test. It's firm. Immediately, I can tell the difference. This should be fine. It's way more firm. Still comfortable, but I just was like sinking down into the other one way too much. Okay, let me get the, I love that it came fully assembled as well. Because when I built the other one, it kind of was like a little, like it didn't really go together very good. Yay, okay, I think this is gonna be the keeper. I think we have a keeper. Easy enough, just unbox it, take this off, and that's all you gotta do. Ready to go. Swivel. Yes, much better. I like it. I think this is a keeper. I wasn't really planning on doing just like a black chair because I felt like I wanted to do pink. I wanted it to be like fun and glam in here, but with the crazy rug, I do think the black chair kind of helps ground everything, you know? Now, mind you, I don't have all my like styling done in here. So it's not really fully giving what I hope it will give eventually. But you know, definitely pulls the black tiger stripes. And then I'm gonna have pink, black, and gold all throughout the gallery wall, which will tie in all the pink, black, and gold elsewhere in the room. This is admittedly starting to bother me now that I'm getting some of the other stuff in here. It's just sort of an eyesore. Those are my collectible makeup items, but I feel like I might put them away in here or in here, because it's kind of throwing off the, you know, the colors. This side is better because it's just like red, pink, black, like it just sort of blends with the rest of the room better. So I might leave some of that stuff out, but I think I'm gonna put some of this, like the Pac-Man and the Scrub Daddy. I think I might have to put that away for aesthetic reasons, which is fine because now I have the extra storage for it. But here's what we're looking like. Give you a close-up of the chair. It's very similar to the pink one with the sort of boucle teddy bear texture and these like seams here, but it's just honestly a better, more high quality version. Swivels, nice and big and comfy. All right, you guys, some time has passed. Also, I got a new mic to go with my DJI camera that I'm filming with right now. I'm still testing it out, so if the audio is bad, it will get better once I, you know, learn this new mic. But anyways, I showed y'all my new chair and it worked as far as being the right height. The previous pink chair was too low, very squishy, and it sat down too low. The new black chair worked better in the sense that it wasn't too squishy and it was the right height, and I do like the way it looks and everything. However, it is now in the living room because it said it can only be returned in its original packaging, and I thought I liked it, so I threw away all the packaging. And I do like this chair, but it doesn't ultimately work in the glam room because it's too wide for me to be able to pull up my hooded dryer as close to me as I need it to be for it to reach over my head. Like I have to do like this in this chair to be able to use my hooded dryer because this is such a wide silhouette. So that's a big problem because I use that hooded dryer like every time I do my hair. I need to be able to comfortably use my hooded dryer. And I just couldn't figure out how to make it work with this type of chair. As much as I like it, as cute as it is, and everything else, I need this to be perfectly functional in every way. And it just wasn't working. So because I can't really return it due to the return policy, I brought it in here. It looks fine, I suppose. I mean, it's black. I have other black elements in my living room. It looks a bit out of place. I feel like I need like black throw pillars or something to go on the couch or something to tie it in, but I can't really return it. It also matches my bar stools because it has the same like boucle texture. So like it coordinates in that sense, but I don't know. Anyway, that's where that chair is for now. We'll see, you know, what I ultimately end up doing there. But that means I had to order yet another chair option for the glam room. I'm about to unbox this one. This one is also from Wayfair. It better freaking work because I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Just to kind of show you what I meant, I stole the chair from the playroom again for the meantime. But it's because this chair has like the little small base under it, the wheels of the hooded dryer are able to push up all the way and kind of like go under and around to be able to be close enough to where I can comfortably get under the hood. You know, like this is a really comfortable position for me to use my hooded dryer. This is perfect. I can sit up straight, lean against the back of the chair, it reaches, whatever. With the other chair, because it's so wide, this was like having to be further back, and so I had to like reach, like it was hurting my neck. It just wasn't working. And I love this hooded dryer and I use it all the time. So she is not the problem. We just got to find the right type of chair, which basically just means that this is the right type of chair, except this chair goes in the playroom. I know a lot of you guys want me to just use this one, but it goes in the playroom. It needs to go back up in the playroom. So essentially what I did, I basically said, okay, let me stop playing around. Let me just basically get another one of these types of chairs, but this is a slightly different design and it is black because I did like the way the black looked. I just needed a different shape. So hopefully, third time's the charm, and hopefully this looks good and works well. Fingers crossed, because I'm tired of this. So it has the same type of base as the green one. And I need to keep this box, learned my lesson, in case I need to return it. So this is just, it's very similar to the green one. Same velvety fabric, similar silhouette. This one's a little bit different. It has like an opening here and it has this detailing going across the back, which I thought was nice because you mostly see this chair from the back. This one is cute from the front, but plain on the back. So I kind of wanted the opposite for where this is gonna be parked. Now, for these, you just have to screw it together. Hello? Where's the screws? Okay, gotta screw this on. Okay, immediately drop it. Okay. So you see the detailing here. Okay, cute. I think we might finally have a winner. Let's check the height. Perfect height. Swivel, good swivel. And now the last thing that I forgot to check on the last one, that was the problem, the dryer. From my experience with the green chair, this should be perfect. Boom. Boom. Much better. I needed that. I needed this setup to be right. All right. Whew. We don't have to return this one. But the question is, am I going to keep that other one in the living room or try to just like resell it on Facebook Marketplace or something? I don't know. Y'all tell me if you think it looks weird in the living room. Alrighty, more days have passed. Loving my chair. I've had a chance to like really use it to do my makeup and do, you know, dry my hair and everything. So I'm happy with this chair for sure, for sure. The next thing that I have to show you guys is, well, it's looking a mess up here. But I've basically been living out of my travel makeup case because I was traveling so much. I was kind of just leaving my makeup in this bag, taking it on trips and then putting it on this table, getting ready, and then kind of just, you know, living out of it. But that's not my preferred way of doing things. So I wanted a good tabletop organizer system so I could put all of my go-to products up here within reach, just for like my go-to products. I have all this storage in these drawers right here for like my entire makeup collection. Obviously, you know, all these lip products, and this is like all full of makeup. But for my go-to stuff, I wanted something, you know, something cute to go in this space here. So I got this from Amazon. I already obviously unboxed it and put it together to try to kind of see how it would work. It's not properly organized yet. I still need to like fix how the products are, but it's pretty nifty because it has this little spinny attachment. It has all these different sections. Oops. It has all these different sections. And then it has 3 drawers, one big one, and then the 2 smaller ones on the bottom. And I got 2 of these. So my plan was to have it symmetrical, one on each side. Right now I have this old organizer that I've had literally forever. Y'all remember Muji? If you're a makeup guru OG type of girl, you remember the Muji organizers. That's what this is. Kind of like when acrylic organizers first came out. These are still really good. They've held up so well over the years. But this just has like fun, colorful makeup that I don't use in it. So I'm gonna like move this probably like up on these shelves or something. Let me go ahead and open up the other one. As always, I'll link everything down below for you guys. All the Amazon products and the chair and everything will be linked in the description. I feel like they overly packaged this. Okay, boom. So here's the other one. It's like, it comes basically already assembled, but these are like separate pieces that you can stack. My table is so junky right now. I also just want to like finally get everything properly organized. I have this random case of stuff. This will probably live like here, I guess. Just gonna temporarily move stuff around. This can go here. Tissue box can still go here, I guess. Kind of want to get a different tissue box, like a decorative square one. Gotta decide like how I want this to be split up. I'm thinking like complexion, like face, and then like eyes and lips in the other one. So if this is face, then that means we'll do like setting sprays. This one's actually empty. Setting sprays can go back there. Then we'll do primer, foundations, and skin tints. Then let's see, can I actually do it like this? Aha. It lets you do it either way, which is cool because I'm doing it in like order of operation. So then I would want to do like concealer in this smaller one. And again, this is not all my stuff. This is just like most commonly used stuff right now. Concealer. Then what do? Blush and bronzer. My poor curve case. I use this religiously and it's so gross now. My blush. This is setting powder. Bronzer. My Fenty bronzers are must-haves. See, this is what always ends up pissing me off when something just doesn't quite fit exactly. Ugh, so annoying. This, maybe, okay, wait. This low-key. Boom. So that's like creams. Then we could put, yeah. Then we'll do like setting powders in here. I just spilled a bunch of setting powder everywhere, but I'm gonna put all my setting powders. Fenty and One Size have been my go-tos recently. So Maybelline. Playing Tetris, trying to get this to fit how I want it to fit. Really, I'm thinking about getting, I think I might get, there's like a palette organizer that lets you put them like this so they're not stacked on top of each other. Because I have a few bigger palettes and stuff that I think would benefit from that. So I need to order that instead of trying to shove it in these little drawers. Just put my actual like smaller compacts in here. Put my concealer sticks in this little spinny thing. Then I put my freckle pen. These more. Okay, progress with filling my two little organizers. So this is like lips and eyes, and there's actually like room to grow in here. I don't have too much stuff in there. And then on this side, I have all of my main complexion products, setting sprays, foundations, concealers, creams, blush, setting powders, all that type of stuff. I'll probably continue like messing with exactly how I want these two things filled. I have my brushes, big brushes, little brushes here. I need to look at what I'm filming. And then I have my brushes, big brushes and little brushes. I have this little organizer for other little tools like tweezers and Q-tips. And I do have a lot more makeup brushes. They're just on display over here for backup. But I actually got rid of a lot. I have this whole bag here that I'm getting rid of that I plan to actually create some sort of art piece with to go on my gallery wall, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's what the table is looking like. I want to, I think, spray paint both of these items gold. This mirror, I love it. Like, it has a magnifying side. I use it like every day. It's just old and dingy, and like I've tried to clean this, it won't come off. So it just looks dingy, but also it's silver, and I kind of have like a gold thing going on in here. So I'm thinking if I like tape it off and spray paint the silver part metallic gold, that could be cute. And then this, I just feel like it would look cute in solid gold. Shut up. And then this, I just feel like would be cuter in solid gold and match the aesthetic of everything better. And this one's black, it's fine. I mean, black is, you know, whatever, but I need both of these because they're different phone holders and they serve different purposes, and I do use both of them. Otherwise, I would just get rid of this one because it kind of just adds clutter. Like, it definitely looks better without it, but I do use this one still. So I think if I make those two things gold, it'll just like tie it in. And then I think a cute gold decorative tissue box would be cuter here as well. Not that there's anything wrong with that one, but like just to sort of balance out everything. So I have my little gold canisters for the makeup brushes, you know, just sort of upgrading everything and making it more aesthetic, you know, aesthetically pleasing. Look who it is!
It's me.
We have something exciting to show you. Okay, backstory.
Yeah.
I want to do a gallery wall, right? We've discussed this. It's obviously not done. I have some things, but when I laid it all out, I was like, I need some more cooler things to put in there. So I was like searching on Pinterest and Etsy for like makeup room, beauty type, inspo type art and prints. But while I saw some stuff that I liked, it wasn't perfect because there's like lack of diversity, lack of perfect details that I wanted for my art. So I said, you know who can draw? This girl right here.
It's me.
Like we always say, I can make that. I can make that, she can make that. If I can't make that, she can make that.
Facts.
So I commissioned Sam
Yes.
to make me a one-of-a-kind piece of art that is basically combining two different inspos that I found. I will pop them up here. So shout out to the original artists.
Yeah,
you
shout
know.
out to the OG.
But it's me. Look.
Yeah. It's you.
Look at the details, the earrings, the hair.
I
The
like
ring?
stare at your face every day for work anyway, but like I restocked your Instagram. I was like, I need like the perfect angle, and like I have a speed draw of it where I do grab your face and like put it underneath and like trace some of your features.
Let's pop up the actual image here so y'all can get a better look at it. I had it printed at Walgreens on poster paper so that I could frame it.
Do you have a frame?
I'm gonna use
You stealing one? Does it
this.
fit?
It should be, that's why I had
It has to be cut?
Make it, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be cut. It's trimmed. I did the same thing recently with a D&D map where I needed it to be a specific size. So I printed it out. Also, Walgreens, you dented it. He's dented. Oh my God.
Tell him, Sam.
Tell them what? What am I telling them?
Tell them that if they want to be cool like me.
Oh, if you want to be cool like Raven and commission me, this is considered a headpiece. I do full bodies, I do thigh ups, I do half bodies, I do busts, and I do heads. And I'm currently taking commissions on Instagram. You can DM me, or also on Instagram, I have a link tree in my bio where you can get to VGen, which has like official request forms, and I'm trying to get verified on there, so I need 10 followers and to basically do a bunch of commissions. And then, yeah, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is just DM me, or you can hit me up on VGen, and my prices are all out there. You'll be able to see them, but yeah, this one's considered a headpiece. And it took me about 2 days. I work pretty quick. Once I get commissioned, I freak out and I like have to get it done or I lose my mind, so.
Use case scenarios, you know, cool print to hang in your home. Perhaps a, you know how the girlies like to have a little something for their like YouTube intro or like header or, you know, whatever.
Yeah. On my VGen, there's actually a specific portion of the request form where you can go, I am using this for like monetization purposes. I am gonna be using this like in an intro or something. So those are all options. Those are all like things that like you can use them for if that's what you would want to use them for. Other people primarily commission somebody like me when they can't figure out like what they want their character to look like. And they need help with like a little bit of character design. So they'll be like, please help. So whatever suits your needs, if you need something.
And her prices are too low.
No, they're not.
So get it while you can.
No, they're not. They're not too low. I'm trying to tell her that like you have to start low with everything. I start low with my digital calendars on Etsy, and that's working. It's working.
I'm just saying it's a good deal, so before the prices increase.
It is. I just don't have a big following, so
Yeah.
you know, you kind of, oh my gosh! It fits, it's cute. What is that
It
about?
is.
Is that inside or outside? Is it broken? Scratched? This big scratch going across it.
I have another one.
Oh,
But
it's
you
cute
get the point.
though.
I love it.
Oh my god. I love it in a frame. I like it in a frame. Hi!
Hey.
It's fine, I touched his tail. Oh, it's cute.
There we go. Wow, she's cute. We get to write something right here too. A little quote. Okay, so updates. Painted my little mirror gold. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, and I do like it better in gold. I've been working on trying to lay out my gallery wall. This is always the hardest thing to do because you got to decide which pieces of art make the cut, the arrangement, make it feel balanced, you know. So this is where I'm at currently. Of course, I've got my original art by Sam. I've got this from my 30th birthday party, some stuff that used to be in my office, some stuff that I've always wanted to highlight better but never had the right way to do it. This thing that I just made, this used to be in my closet actually, that little lip print that I just made. This is from my martini birthday party, and this photo from my 30th birthday. So from experience in my office, I know that getting this idea perfectly onto the wall can be kind of tricky. I did this whole template thing with using wrap. It was just a whole bunch of hoopla the way I did it in my office. So I'm trying to think of an easier way to do it in here. And I'm thinking if I take a picture of my layout and then bring that picture up and use my projector to project that picture onto the wall and then size it to scale, then I can just like put the nails where they need to go based on the projection and then just hang up the frames, you know? I don't know. This is just a thought. This is just in my head. Never seen anybody do this, never tried it. Don't know if it's gonna work, but I might just be a genius if it does work. So step one is pick an overhead photo. Okay, I have my handy dandy projector with my image or whatever. I need to fix it, and I need to see if I can even get the projection to work right in the first place, if that makes sense, like based on the space limitations I'm working with here. So let me see. The struggle. The struggle. Gives a pretty decent idea. I feel like I can work with this. Let's see. Let's get some nails. Let's get a hammer. My tape trick that I use for everything. It helps you know where to put your mounting stuff on the wall. You can just mark it right on the tape. Then you peel your tape off the thing. And now you have a template of where your holes need to be to line up with these holes of where your nails need to be in the wall. You know what I mean? We have the gallery wall. I'm pretty pleased with it for now. There will always be room for tweaks and changes and things. Don't look at my bed head. I just woke up and decided to come fiddle around in here again. I have two frames that I just decided to set on top of the table here. And then I'm playing around with the idea of displaying a couple of wigs as decor, if you will. I don't know. I boxed up all my wigs when I first cleaned out this room to start this makeover. And I boxed up all of my wig stands because at one point I had one of these plastic stands for every wig, but that is not very space saving. And I don't want to have all these wigs on display like that anymore. So I'm feeling like I'm probably gonna get rid of these wig stands except for like a couple like that. And to be honest, couldn't tell you the last time I wore a wig. Aside from, I think honestly the last time I put on a wig was for my Christmas Martha May Huvier costume. Like I've only been wearing wigs for like costume type reasons recently. Other than that, y'all been seeing me with the pixie. And so I don't know if my wig era is 100% over or what. And it's kind of got me thinking like, do I even need these wigs? Because I have not worn so many of them in so long, and I probably will never wear some of these anymore. I was keeping them because I was like, oh, these are staples. Like I need a brown, I need a black, I need long, short, whatever. Y'all know I love my blondes. And I did a wig sale whenever that was, and I got rid of all of like the ones that I knew I wasn't gonna wear, but I kept these as like the staple collection, but I haven't worn these. So stay tuned perhaps at the end of this video, or check the description box or check my Instagram, because there might be a wig sale happening. Because the more that I look at these, the more that I'm like, girl, you ain't finna use these, let somebody else have them. But there's a few that like I just have to keep because I just have to in my mind. Like this one, I got a ponytail. Who's putting a ponytail on? How I'm gonna do a ponytail? Riddle me that. Probably keep this one for now. Not this one. Miss Purple Girl. But see, I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this, but what if it's for a costume? What if I do some sort of, I think the last time I wore this, I was a purple witch for Halloween, and that was cute. So like, you never know. Cause you're never ever gonna catch me in a Party City wig. I don't even care if it is for Halloween. I'm gonna be in a human hair full lace. Hello? Yeah, I've gotta keep that one. I love my blonde girls. That one, this one, Miss Ginger. I usually wear her like for my pumpkin party for Halloween. Blonde, pink, need the pink. But these little simple, little boring little brown bobs, I feel like we can let those go now. Blue, teal, green. See, what if I want to be a mermaid creature? You never know. Red, same thing. Okay, but there's definitely a few in here that I really don't need. So yeah, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I think I should display Pink wig. She needs to be like styled though, because she's looking real ratty. That's not gonna be cute on display. But if I were to like wash and style it and do like this, is that cute? If it was styled, I think if it was styled, it would be cute. And then maybe like a blonde girl. Like imagine if I had them like perfectly styled and curled and waved, like not ratty like that. I feel like there's potential there. Now for the rest of these, I just need like to put them in a box and like put them away, I think. I don't really have a good container right now. I need to get one, but I'm just gonna for now put them based off of these ones that I'm thinking about keeping for the most part, but I'll get some boxes so they're not just like thrown in here like this. Keep. And then these few that I'm thinking about selling, stay tuned. I'll separate down here. And then I guess I'm gonna sell wig stands. What I'll probably do is like include, because these come apart for storage or for shipping, so I could flatten them out and include them with the purchase of the wig. So like you get a free wig stand with every wig you buy from me type vibe. Okay, so now what I'm wondering is what I should do with this chunk of wall right here. I decided to center the gallery wall over the furniture, which is more shifted this way to be out of the way of that door. So functionally it needed to be like that, and then in order to line up, I just did it like that. But it leaves this chunk of wall on this side, which when you look at the whole thing, it feels kind of weird, like everything is shifted over. So I'm like, should I add to the gallery wall to completely finish it out? And then like, what do I put right here on the floor though? Or I could like take the gallery wall all the way down to the floor, because I have these extra pieces that didn't make the cut. But like, if I added to it, you know, like this fits here in the little extra chunk, and then put something up there. And then I could even like bring it all the way down, you know? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could always try it. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now and come back to it. So anyway, here's where we're at with this side of the room right now. I have this little cart right here just because it was in here from before, but it really serves no purpose and it just looks junky because it's like a clear cart, so whatever you put on it looks junky. So definitely not planning on leaving that like that. But I just need to find like these little slivers of space, like that little sliver, this little sliver. Can't put anything on that side because the drawers need to be able to open, but like I need to figure out what, like maybe a little skinny plant instead. I also flipped the rug around. The face used to be on this side, but I did feel it was a bit jarring, like having the face front and center for like my mirror content. So I flipped it around so the face is on the back side, which don't get me wrong, I love him and I don't care if you hate him. I do see how it can be distracting when he's staring at you in the mirror. So now it's like over here on this side, you know, it's still looking a mess. I've decided that I want to put window tint film on this window instead of doing any curtains at all, because I really feel like curtains are just going to completely take away from the beauty of the window. And they make this film where from this side, it pretty much looks normal. Like it lets the light through, you can see out, but from the other side, it's like tinted, so it looks like black, so you can't see in, which is exactly what I need for privacy. So I'm looking into, is that like a DIY? Should I do like, get a professional to do it? I'm looking into that. And then for this, I think it would look really good if I do some sort of like trim molding, because there's this gap between the shelf and the wall. And like, imagine if I put some sort of crown molding situation just like attached like that to like build it in and do like a frame around the whole thing, considering that. And then also to give it more of a clean, custom, not so IKEA-y look, filling in these extra holes that I don't need to use. So it has all these holes going up the whole thing, and it looks ugly. Like it's super noticeable, but you just take this stuff. At first I was doing the Drydex spackle, but I don't know if y'all could tell. Yeah, it doesn't dry completely white. It's like this off-white beige color, which just doesn't blend as well. So it works, but it's not the right color. It says it dries white, but it's not white. So I got this one instead, which is acrylic putty, and it actually is pure white. So you can see the difference here. These are the ones I filled, the Drydex versus this, and it's actually white, so it blends a lot better. And then you literally just like squeeze it in the hole. Let me show you. Okay, so taking this one, obviously you cut it so it's a little squeeze tube, and then literally just put it right up in the hole, squeeze a little bit. Go ahead and do a few at a time. Just overfill it just slightly, boom. And then take some sort of like credit card or something. This has my personal information on it, so I'm trying not to flash it, but just like scrape it down to get the excess off. Super clean finish, super easy, that's it, let it dry. And then with this, I'm not gonna have to paint it or anything because it's already white, so it blends. And of course, it's not perfect, like you can still kind of see it, but from like a normal distance, especially once it dries, it looks way better than having these little black holes, you know? And I already know what you're like thinking. What if you wanna move the shelves around? What if you need to use those holes for a different configuration? It's not permanent. You can drill out, you know, you can get it out. Drill out the hole with your little drill or just like peel it out, you know what I mean? And you can still use it. So definitely I would recommend, make sure you got it how you want it for the most part before you just start filling all the holes. I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna be doing much changing around, so it should be fine. But like I said, if I want to, it's not like I can't just like drill it back out super easily. Okay, y'all, this feels a little bit anticlimactic, but here is my current stopping point. Of course, not completed yet, but we have somewhat of a gallery wall pretty much completed the idea of having eventually nicely styled wigs here. I still need to find another piece of art to put in that frame, something to put in the vase. That's not gonna be left like that because that's ugly. I need to find something cute to put there instead. But you kind of get the overall concept of this wall. Then we have the mirror with the light, which you already saw. We have the rug now flipped around, which I like better. The holes of the shelf are completely filled in on both of them now. And I do really think that that makes a big difference. I posted about it on like TikTok and Instagram and people were like, I couldn't even tell, like I wouldn't have noticed that. Maybe it's just me, but I notice little things like that and I do think this looks a lot better. Is this a spider on my wall? You intruder. I'll let you live for now. I also ended up like rearranging my shelving units a little bit. So I have like this flat storage here with this little drawer. And you can see it through the glass, which I think is kind of cool. Obviously we have the new chair, my spray painted gold things here. This still looks a little bit junky. I can still perfect my storage up here for sure. Yeah, what else? Oh, I removed and like rearranged some of the stuff that was up here just because some of it was like multicolored, bright yellow, Pac-Man, and it just didn't go with the vibe. So I only put the stuff up there that was like pink, red, and black to more so like match the overall, just to more so like match the overall room a little bit better and not look so junky and cluttered. Probably gonna continue to like mess with that, you know? And yeah, I guess that's the stopping point. But again, I'm not finished. I really want to add some sort of like molding or trim around this whole thing to make it look a little bit more like finished and custom and built in, kind of similar to how I did in the playroom, if y'all remember that. Definitely need to still add the window tint to the window. I keep saying that. Obviously need to find what I'm going to decorate these empty shelves with. Oh, and then the last big thing is this wall behind me. Every time I post in here, people say like, this wall just looks so plain, it's so empty, I should paint, I should put wallpaper, I should put another gallery wall, I should put something so that, you know, it's not just blank. But then other people also say like, well, no, it's good that it's blank for content purposes. It's like a blank backdrop. You know, the rug is already so busy. If I put a bunch of stuff on the wall, that's gonna be like a really busy, distracting backdrop for my like outfit content, which I do agree with. But I feel like maybe there's like a happy medium solution where it's like something simple and neutral that's not too distracting, but to where it's not just a plain wall. So I'm thinking like board and batten, Wayne's, what's it called? Wayne's coating? What's it called? Something, I don't know. Maybe something more with texture versus color. Y'all gotta let me know in the comments what you think of everything so far. What needs to be changed, removed, added, final touches, let me know what you guys think, and I will be back for another vlog with hopefully a final reveal next time.